Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new, and welcome to my new kitchen. By the way, when I filmed this, I was in my old kitchen, so you might be like, huh? I was still in my old kitchen. I'm doing the intro in the new kitchen because, hello, it's gorgeous. I'm so incredibly happy. I just moved in here. So today's video is going to be 4 Crockpot desserts. Did you guys know you can make desserts in the Crockpot? Y'all, you can pretty much make anything and everything, because there's another video that I'm working on that I didn't know you could make in the Crockpot, and I was like, okay. We're gonna go ahead and get into these 4 dessert Crockpot meals. So let's go ahead and get into the video. For our first Crockpot dessert, could not be simpler, you guys. Could not be simpler. You take 2 cans of cinnamon rolls with icing. I really wanted to get the one with cream cheese, but my kids don't like cream cheese icing or cream cheese, so I had to go with the original. And then you want to get a 21-ounce can of apple pie filling, and that is going to be our dessert. So I'm super excited about that. It only takes 2.5 to 3 hours, and it also states that you don't have to really check on this. I will say what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spray the bottom with some oil. I do have Crockpot liners, but I don't know how they do with desserts. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments down below. I don't really like to use Crockpot liners, even though a lot of you have suggested that I do. I just think it's a waste of money because very rarely does stuff stick on this. So I'm just going to pop this open. So like I said, this could not be easier. All you have to do is take the cinnamon rolls out of the little tube, separate the icing from it, put the cinnamon rolls on the bottom of the crock pot, put the apple pie filling on top, and then all you're going to do from there is take your other tube of cinnamon rolls, top it, put it on low, cook it for 2.5 to 3 hours, and then when you're done, or when they are done, you're going to take the icing and drizzle the top, and you have a delicious cinnamon roll apple cobbler that was made super quick and super easy in the crock pot. So this is what it's going to look like when it's done, and I plated it up, and it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Something super simple, super quick, super easy, and really simple and delicious. Y'all, we are making some Moris Cake in the crock pot. I could not be more excited. So what you're going to need is 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. You're going to need 1/3 cup of sugar. You're going to need 6 tablespoons of butter, melted. My butter is currently on the stove in a saucepan. I'm melting it. You're going to need 1 box of chocolate cake mix, and what the cake mix is requiring is 3 eggs, 1¼ cup of water, and then 1/3 cup of what they say on the box, vegetable oil. But I don't have vegetable oil, so we are going to be using coconut oil, and of course I'm going to melt that before I put it into the cake mix. And then we're going to need 1 12-ounce bag of chocolate chips. I just got these mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then you're going to need 1.5 cups of mini marshmallows. So let's get started. This one is definitely, it's not hard, but it's a little more time consuming because we do have to make the graham cracker crust, and then we have to make the cake mix, and then you pour it in. So let's get started. So first we're going to start with making the cake mix, and like I said, just do it according to the instructions on the back of the box. This cake was so delicious. My kids went crazy over this, so much so that my son, whose birthday is coming up,
He asked me to make this for his birthday party, and I was like, okay. So yeah, they loved this cake. I did too. It was super simple, super delicious, and just so easy. One thing I will say, I went ahead and I added half of the half of the bag of chocolate chips. For me, I felt like it was a little sweet, so I would probably omit those or maybe use quarter of the bag. But now I'm going to go ahead and make the graham cracker crust. So you just put the sugar and the melted butter together with the graham cracker crumbs, mix that together, and then you're just going to press it down into the crock pot. This was my first time ever making a graham cracker crust, and it turned out perfect. It was delicious. And I think that was one of my favorite parts. The crust and then the melted marshmallows was my favorite part of this cake for sure. So once you're done pressing the graham cracker crust onto the bottom of the crock pot, you just want to pour in your cake batter, put the top on, put it on high, and cook it for 2 to 2.5 hours. This is what the cake looks like once it's done, and then you're just going to cover it with your chocolate chips, marshmallows, turn the heat off, put your cover on, and let it melt, and then it will be ready to serve. Telling you guys, you need to make this. Look how delicious that looks. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, so good. When you make it, don't forget to tag me on Instagram. I'm Miss Green Eyes 1516 over there, and I will make sure to repost your story when you do tag me. But this I highly recommend for sure.
For this Crockpot dessert recipe, we are making Crockpot Oreo cake, and I'm so excited for it. So what you're gonna need is 1 white cake mix, and you wanna go ahead and prepare that. On the back of the box, it says something about 3 eggs, some oil, and some water. So we're gonna do that. And then you wanna crush 12 Oreos, which the Oreos are like underneath there. And then I'll show you how to show you and tell you what we're gonna do to bake that in the crock pot basically. And then once it's done, the icing is going to consist of an 8-ounce block of cream cheese softened, half a cup of butter softened, which is a full stick of butter. We're gonna need 3 cups of powdered sugar, and it says sifted, but yeah, I can sift mine. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons milk, an eighth of a teaspoon of salt, and again, 14 more Oreo cookies crushed. And that is going to be the icing. We're gonna work on the cake right now. So let's get that started, and then I'll tell you guys how to cook the cake.
So like I said, we're going to start with the cake, and I just made it according to the instructions on the back of the box, which was some olive oil. Well, actually it called for vegetable oil, but I used olive oil. Maybe some water. I can't remember if that was on the back of the box or not, but some eggs, you mix that together. You also want to go ahead and crush up 12 Oreo cookies and go ahead and put that into your cake mix as well. And once that's done, you're going to go ahead and place 2 to 3 paper towels underneath your crock pot lid. Then you want to cover and cook the cake mix on high for 1 to 1.5 hours.
Cannot wait to get my new house. I cannot wait to get my new house.
I'm telling you guys, cooking and baking is It's so much easier at this new house. I am loving my new kitchen. Anyways, we're making the icing right now. Guys, I did not have a hand mixer because in that tiny little kitchen of mine, I just had to pick and choose what I had. So I did not use a hand mixer with this icing. It still came out really good, but you need a hand mixer or something to mix this together, because mine ended up being like really kind of like lumpy. Still good, but not the best, especially if you're gonna like serve this to guests or whatever, to be like biting into chunks of butter or cream cheese. I know that sounds gross, but like I said, this was really, really, really good. But yeah, definitely needs a hand mixer. So all we're doing is just adding all of the ingredients together. By the way, the recipe said to sift 3 cups of powdered sugar, but you don't use the 3 cups of powdered sugar. So I would say I probably used about 1.5 cups. Definitely use a hand mixer. And then obviously you want to go ahead and add your crushed up Oreos into the icing once you're done. And once the cake has cooled, you want to top it. And this again was super incredibly delicious. I really, really enjoyed this one too. By the way, I wanted to let you know when I said top it, I meant ice your cake with the icing. And I also wanted to let you know that yes, I have ordered a hand mixer and it's on its way. So woohoo! I have lots more space in this new kitchen of mine to store many more kitchen appliances. One thing I found to be a struggle with these Crockpot recipes, especially the cakes, was cutting into them and actually like making them pretty. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. As you see, I'm just like literally scooping this out, and then the frosting kind of like got away from the cake. Still good, but sometimes you want your presentation to be prettier than this. So leave your suggestions in the comments down below, please.
Okay, so for our last Crockpot dessert recipe, we are making, can you guys guess? Hot fudge brownies. So what you're going to need is 1 box of brownie mix. You're going to need 1 cup of chocolate syrup. You're also going to need 1 cup of hot water, and whatever it is that you need according to the back of the box as far as oil, water, and what did I say? Oil, water, and eggs. So the back of the box says you need 3 eggs, what is it? 1/4 cup of water, 1/2 cup of oil.
Once you get the brownies all mixed together, go ahead and put them in the crock pot, and then you want to take 1 cup of hot water and then 1 cup of your chocolate syrup, add that together, mix it, and then pour it on top of the cake. And then you're going to cook that on high for 2 to 3 hours. After your brownies have cooked for 2 to 3 hours on high, this is what it's going to look like, all bubbly and delicious. And what you want to do from this point is remove the lid, turn off the heat, and let it sit there for 30 minutes so it can set up, basically. One thing I will say about this dessert is that it was good, but brownie, it was not. It tasted like a lava cake. And not that it was bad, but if you're looking for a brownie taste, this just did not do that for me. It did not have brownie taste to it whatsoever. It tasted, like I said, like a lava cake. So if brownie is what you're looking for, this is not your recipe. But if a lava cake is what you're looking for, then here you go.
I definitely would love to do this video again. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.